Hey guys, Zelda Collector here, and we're getting ready to do an unboxing, Legend of Zelda eBay edition. Now, we've been purchasing stuff over the past month from 1986 all the way up until modern times. So, stay tuned and we'll see all this open up.
He's got a couple games, he's got some toys, he's showing his collection, so make some noise for the Zelda Collector!
So, we're going to start with some of the smaller stuff. I guess we'll start with this one right here. This one's come from Wisconsin, and now we ordered things from modern times all the way back to 1986. And I'm really excited about opening this stuff right now as well. Probably just excited as you guys watching. I've wanted a bunch of this stuff for a while. I pulled the trigger on a few things, and so let's see. The first thing we have is complete in box Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. Let's see. Let's take a look inside. The condition isn't the greatest, but I got it for a pretty good price. So we're going to take a look at the cartridge. Gold cart, pretty clean. The cartridge is actually really clean. And it still comes with the original sleeve. And, okay, so this one didn't come with a manual, unfortunately. But something cool is that, oh, you guys can't see it, but it still comes with the little piece of styrofoam inside of the bottom. So, I mean, we have to get the manual for this then, and the map. I believe this came with a map as well. But that's fine, because the price we got it for it, we're happy. And I mean, the box isn't in terrible condition. Could be better, but I'm still happy with this. So our first pull is the Zelda 2: Adventure of Link for NES, Gold Edition. Nice. So now let's do something. You know what? Let's do a box. Let's do a box. Let's see what's in this box. Got inside. Ooh, okay. This is not even. This is funny that this happened like this, but the second thing we got is Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link for NES again, but this time it's the classic series. Now this one I do believe came complete in box. Let's just double check. Yes, so this is the Gray Cart edition. As you can see right there. Pretty clean cartridge again. And again, this one came with the sleeve. But this one also came with the manual. So we were able to get the manual for this one. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, seeing all like the original little illustrations in here. Like that's just so cool. We got King of Hyrule, Link and Impa. Yeah, this is nice. Now, I believe, like I know certain things I say, oh, I had this, I had that. I believe I had a gold cartridge of Zelda 2, but loose. I've never had the box, so I'm actually really excited that I got this now. Both the gray version, gray cartridge, and gold cartridge. So obviously the gray cartridge is in way better condition than the gold cartridge, but I'm still glad to have both of them. Okay, so that's two nice pieces so far we got. We're going good. Next we have this box. I'm gonna go with this box. Actually, you know what? Let's go with a little package. I'll go with this. I have a feeling I remember what this is. And let's see. Drum roll. Okay. Inside another little package. And here we have Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, not for resale edition. So these are like the little game packs that Nintendo would give out to kiosks for like GameStop, Target, or any game store that had a system set up to play the game. And so these were the not for resale versions. I've said in other videos, my collection plan for the not for resales is I want to buy all the not for resale games, and then I want to try to get as many of the display only boxes that were usually in like GameStops. So if I can get the display only box and then keep all the not for resale games in that, I feel like that's a cool little collection idea that I want to do. So let's take a look at another one. Got my handy little X-Acto knife here helping me out. Let's see, okay. We got the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild expansion pass display box. See, I am not planning this, and we just talked about display boxes. That's pretty cool. Now, there is another one that I gotta get. There's the black version, and it's the same thing, just the background is black. But they're both pretty cool, so we're gonna have to get both. I'm pretty happy about that. That's really nice. Can we do something silly like keep the cage cartridge in here? No, that doesn't work. I don't know why I thought that would work. Alright, so we got those 3 items so far. So far, a little quick recap. We got Zelda 2, Classic Series, the original Zelda 2, gold cartridge. We have Breath of the Wild expansion pass display box, and we have the not for resale version of Spirit Tracks. Pretty good haul so far. And this is just 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, so we still have 8 more. So let's get into another one. Now I think this is definitely another game. And yep, what do we have here? Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, brand new. Now, I've told you guys before, I'm not the biggest fan of the Hyrule Warriors games. Just very hack and slash, just, tons of enemies. That's not really my kind of game, but we have to have it for the collection. And so this is one of them that we kind of put off for a while getting, but we ended up having to grab it now. Since they were kind of going on sale in some places, and other places they were just like not selling anymore. So I expect that with the Switch 2 coming around now, the life cycle of the Switch games, they're over. So I'd say right now, anything you can grab Switch game related, grab it now before it goes way up in price. All right, we got 2 Switch games, a DS game, and 2 NES games. The games are coming in. Like we definitely got some good games. Let's take a look in this box. So you guys, I mean, we're having a nice unboxing. We're checking out all this cool Zelda stuff, vintage and new. And, this all comes from eBay. So that just goes to show you can have fun with collecting off of eBay. It doesn't have to be like, quote unquote, boring. Like, we can enjoy it. We can give ourselves like little mini Christmases to open up everything. Like, it's a fun way to do it. Ooh, what do we got in here? We needed this. We needed them. Unfortunately, he got a little squished. I hate when people don't package the right way. Yeah, unfortunately, people don't pack the right way, and this got a little messed up. It was perfect, but honestly, that's a little disappointing. I might have to message him about that, because we paid for a brand new amiibo, and it came slightly crushed. This is why you put the extra little effort into shipping things out. I sell stuff on eBay all the time, and I always make sure that I go above and beyond to make sure that when I send something out, it's in the exact condition that I sent it in. Because nobody wants to give partial refunds and have to deal with, sometimes, I'm not a stickler of a collector, but there are people who see this and say, nope, I don't want it. Take it back. Refund. Now, I'm not going to do that, but it would be nice to have a couple bucks refunded for that. just because I paid the price of a brand new figure, and you know, coming crushed, it's a little disappointing. But the figure is still cool. That's Link, young Link with the Goron mask. I mean, we needed this. A few of the amiibos we actually didn't have the whole set, so surprisingly, and now we have that one. So let's get to this. What is this? This, I think I know what this is. This was like, this was in 4 different envelopes packaged, and this was actually the first item I ordered before I did this. That's why I got to this inside thing, and I was like, you know what? Let me keep it this way. Let me open it up later. So guys, this I actually just found out about. I was watching one of Retro Rick's videos where he opens up packages that his fans sent to him. And so one of his fans sent this to him, and I was like, that's really cool. I've never seen that before. And so I'm going to show you guys right now. Nintendo Instant Repair Manual or pamphlet. Now, you couldn't search Zelda to find this. This is literally just an instant repair manual, and it just happens to have Ganon on the front cover and on the inside. So I thought that was a really neat little thing to have. And you got Link right there on the bottom. So yeah, I mean, I've never seen this before. I've never come across this in all my searches on eBay and Zelda online. And so when I saw this, I was like, nah, this is something worth grabbing. And it wasn't too expensive. They're not really a rare thing, but I guess it's also not something that many people would have kept. So, but I'm glad I finally got this. This is not finally, but I'm glad I got this. Again, I just saw that randomly on Retro Rick's channel. Like, his channel is one of the channels that I have playing just on the background on my TV. So I was lucky to even catch it. I was literally outside. I came inside and it just happened to be showing this. I was like, wait, what is that? Definitely glad I grabbed that. All right, let's get to another. Let's get to one of these big boxes. I know you guys are sitting here saying, what's in the big box? Well, we'll check it out right now. All right. Okay. Another thing that I passed up on when I was younger, and I never grabbed that I needed. The Legend of Zelda Link's Crossbow Training. Complete in box with the zapper. Now, this was another game that when it came out, I passed up on it. I remember I was in the middle of playing Twilight Princess, and I said to myself, do I really want that? I don't know. It's really cool. I'll eventually get it. And then I saw it was going on sale soon, and when it went on sale, I ended up just forgetting about it. And so, yeah, I needed this all these years. I'm glad it came in such a clean box. There's a little bit of something on the back over here, on this little piece right there, but other than that, I mean, this is pretty clean. And again, I paid a good price for it. I mean, I saw 3 of them at the same table when I went to that flea market a few days ago, and they wanted like $30, $40 for them, and the boxes were shot. Some of them didn't even have the game. So, and the controller thing itself was in terrible condition. So for the price I paid for this, I'm pretty happy I got this. And you know what? When I set the whole game room up, I might play this. Go live stream and we'll play this game. All right, so that's pretty cool. All right, I guess we'll go to this box. We're going bigger on the boxes. Okay. Now, let me just say, I told you guys eBay edition, but I also told you guys in a story post last week or 2 weeks ago that the first 4 models from Best Buy were on sale. Now, this one came from Best Buy. I am very upset right now about the condition of this. This thing came ripped. This is from Best Buy. This is not eBay. Like, all right, that is very disappointing. This thing is completely ripped. I mean, it is the light up function statue, but the fact that they gave us this in this destroyed box is really upsetting. Like, even the plastic on the top is like out of what the box should be. Yeah, guys, this is a little disappointing. I needed the statue, and again, I don't really like to get into too many of the statues, but I figured that since the first four released, I believe 6 statues altogether, like or 7 if you include the combo of Link and Zelda. I figured since I had a couple of those, let me at least finish that collection. But this is kind of disappointing. You guys see the damage on there? I mean, yeah, it's a little disappointing. All right, I guess we're gonna have to contact Best Buy about that because that's not cool. So we're gonna keep that one there, and I guess we'll put the Link's crossbow training right on top. Keep that right there. All right, let's make some space. All right, guys. Now that was kind of disappointing. Unfortunately, this is the kind of thing that happens sometimes, but it doesn't mean that we're not having a good time and enjoying our eBay purchases. And again, that was from Best Buy. That wasn't an eBay seller. So don't be discouraged from buying off eBay. And I'm not affiliated with eBay. That's my main way of purchasing my Zelda collection. Okay, let's see what we got in this one. Ooh. Okay. All right. Now, this I remember. This was the eBay seller, and we began talking. And he was a Zelda fan. He was selling off his collection. And so he saw my videos, and he sent me a little something extra. So this is what I bought. The original Legend of Zelda for NES. This is complete in box. I needed the box, I needed the manual, I needed the map, so I figured let me grab this. He put it in this nice case, so we're actually going to leave it in the case. But he did send me a little something extra. Ooh, a little note too. Tossed in some perler bead things I made of some Zelda 1 items. Thanks. Oh, that was nice. So he gave us some... Oh, these are pretty cool. So he gave us these little bead things, and we have the Master Sword. We got a bomb. That's pretty cool. We got... What is that? What does that look like? A Tektite? Possibly? No, I'm crazy, maybe. I don't know. I mean, this looks like the lamp, no? Or a potion. Oh, it's a potion. Okay, a potion. What do we think this is? I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments. What do you think some of these things are? Oh, that's a rupee. Ah, they're rupees. Okay. Okay, they're rupees. Wait, is it? Yeah, they're rupees. They're rupees. What's this one? Okay. Yep, that's it. Alright, so these are pretty cool. That was very nice of him. Thank you a lot. He signed his name. I don't know what the signature says, but thank you. I really appreciate that. That was super awesome. I'm definitely going to display these somewhere. Now, let's get to the next one. So, actually, let's do a little recap quick. A little recap. What we got here is, let's start with the NES games. So, we have The Legend of Zelda for NES, complete in box. This is the gold version. And then we have Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Not complete in box, just the game, but we have the box. And it's pretty cool, gold version. And then we have the classic series, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. This is the gray cartridge version. And luckily this one was able, we were get this in complete in box. So I'm happy about that. And then we also got Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, Nintendo Switch, still sealed. We're not going to open this. And then we got the display box for the expansion pass for Breath of the Wild. Nothing inside, but still a very cool piece to have. And then we got the beaded dot graphic kind of pieces, which are very cool, and a gift, so thank you again. Some very cool stuff. We got the not for resale Spirit Tracks 3DS cartridge, or DS cartridge, sorry. And then we got the Nintendo Instant Repair Manual with Ganondorf on the cover. So we got some cool stuff so far. And let's just keep it going. We got 2 more things to open up. So let's see. So what this actually is this was a poster that came with a different a different Super Nintendo game, or I've seen someone say it came with a different game, but it's basically a poster of different Super Nintendo games. But this is the interesting part that I got this for. You can see right here, let me take a seat, I can fold it down. This has a preliminary, like a preview of Zelda 3, which, as we all know, never was released. There was never a Zelda 3, but this was like the beginning of A Link to the Past. So, in my opinion, this was a pretty cool thing that is part of like Nintendo history, if you will, especially for Zelda. To have a poster that shows a game that never came out, I thought that was pretty cool. So that's why I grabbed this. I was confused with the disc case, but I guess he just put that in there to make sure it doesn't get crushed or broken, which I appreciate. Thank you. And so, last but not least, we have this last big box. And again, everything else was from eBay, but the 2 big boxes, they were from Best Buy. So I'm hoping that Best Buy is willing to do something, or I just hope this one's not damaged as well. Let's see. Now, I was going to do a little extra part for the Zora video because we got Mifa. Now, this statue is just as beautiful as well. And they made all 4 champions, but we don't have all 4. This is our first champion that we got. So we're still going to have to try and get the other ones. They have been going up in price quite a bit, especially Daruk. But that's okay. We'll end up finding a good deal for him eventually. But, so, that's pretty cool. The last piece. So guys, a little recap again. We got the Zelda 3 poster. Very cool. We got the Breath of the Wild expansion pass display box. We have a sealed copy of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. We have the complete in box classic series gray cartridge, The Adventure of Link. We have box and game gold cartridge, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And then we have the original complete in box, The Legend of Zelda for NES. And we got, from the same seller that gave us the original Zelda, we got all these beaded Zelda items. Very cool. Thank you again. We got this Spirit Tracks not for resale cartridge. The Instant Repair Manual with Ganondorf on the cover. Link is also on the back, and Ganondorf is on the center of the inside. And then we got the Wii Zapper for Link's crossbow training with the game, complete in box. Very nice. And we grabbed the amiibo we needed. Again, we were a little disappointed. It came a little crushed, but we're going to have to mention something about that. And then, honestly, the biggest disappointment, but What are you gonna do? Sometimes this happens. And again, this was not from eBay. This was a Best Buy purchase. The Highland Shield, first four, came ripped right over here. I don't know why they would send this out like that, but you know, what are you gonna do? And then we finally got the Mifa statue, which honestly, this is really nice. I like this one. We're gonna have to figure out a spot to put all the statues. It may be in that little side space for right now before we put up another dresser to put the lamp on, but we might just stack it with statues. So guys, what was your favorite piece I unboxed today? Let me know in the comments.
Here we have a Zelda video.